Alright, motherfucker, listen up. This is for the fucking homies steady giving no fucks. If you wanna join the party, put your middle fingers up, and when the music fucking hits, you better jump, jump, jump.
Right now. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses, still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. I know niggas out lurking right now. I know niggas pockets hurting right now. I know niggas that got birds and brick houses, still a catch on sixes and wipe your ass down. Hoes bring hoes out, and 25 to L bring a snitch out of a nigga. A chopper with a drum, bring a bitch out of a nigga. You ain't never heard about me, better ask about a pistol. I was raised in the jungle, got it straight out the mud. Where I'm from, it ain't no crips and bloods, it's just cliques and thugs. Keep a Glock clip full with slugs, and if I ever owe a nigga, better get it in blood. Ain't with that whole shit, and I ain't with that wrestling drums. I'm cut throw bitch and kill something and go on the run. I know my time ain't gonna be long for all the shit that I done, but till then I'm getting it on ready to accept what comes.
What the fuck is up, man? How y'all doing, man? I hope y'all had a beautiful day. What you say, Seven Guy? What you say, man? How you doing, brother? Good to see you here this evening. Yes, sir. Oh, you watched some content? The bozo Jack Frost couldn't deliver with? Is that what it was? I hope it's the same content I'll start watching, because I'm going to finish it off. I think that's the first video I want to start with on this let the chat be the chat night. You know, we're going to react. We got some other things we can react to, too, if we have to. I pulled some bullshit off the Jack Frost page. But, yeah, this is just to kick it, chop it up, hang out with y'all, kick it. Get some weed, smoke some weed. Fucking A, man. Tax might not be cooked. What do you think? No? Is he good? I'm going to finish off. I'm going to go on my man AGTV's page, because he had some shit I was trying to finish. I don't know if that's what you watched or not, A07 guy. But I'll tell you what. This guy's wiping fucking Frost up with the reporting, bub. Frost is getting demolished. Oh, yeah. He's killing him, bro. Tax tries to bribe a witness. Boy. Whoo, that ain't looking good, sir. Yeah, I watched a lot of it. Good for you, AGTV. Good for you, man. You know what? Keep doing your fucking thing. Y'all ain't subscribed to him, man. Please do. Because, I mean, he's obviously doing it better than someone else we know. Somehow I feel like I'm gonna get better information right here, you know? And that's just the honest to God's truth, man. Salute to you, Cuddy, for shooting me this, man. I hadn't went and checked it out yet. Let me bring it up for y'all. There we go.
What I could
There we
tell
go.
you is that
That was good.
once I came in, there
Salute,
was
Poppy.
a
What's poppin',
employee
man? What's
for the
good,
DA.
Scooter? From
What she was
Bangsfield.
doing, she
Feel
was
you,
like
bro.
running down the CCTV footage,
Cracking, Cuddy. Salute
and she
to
was
Twisted
kind of pairing up and
TC, man.
syncing up the
Good
footage
to have you here, sir.
that
You
she
are
had
missed, man.
with the TMZ footage that's been out there for some years,
You have
and
been
try
missed.
to align the shots because there's, with the CCTV footage, there isn't any audio, so that was
No audio.
I guess that was helpful for the jury to kind of narrow down what was
Jack,
happening.
this man's demolishing you
Let me
guys,
see.
bro.
They also
Demolishing you guys
pointed
over
out
there. I don't know what
how many
BB Network's doing.
times
AGTV got you beat, man.
it was
know
her
nothing
job
else.
to look on Taxstone's and Troy Ave's Twitters to see how much they had mentioned each other. Now,
Wow.
Taxstone had mentioned Troy Ave in the total of maybe probably over 400 times.
Wow.
Via social media, which is kind of crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, from September of 2009 to May 26, 2016.
Oh, so what?
Okay, so this is where it
doesn't
got kind of interesting. Whereas they mentioned this man Oscar Navarra, who people who don't know who he is, he goes by the name ODA Hustler.
I got a story to tell. Fire.
And
yeah, Oda Hustler.
Oda Hustler. I guess you would pronounce it.
Look to the new
the way they mentioned it in the court, it was ODA Hustler. Right. So let me see. And
over here, y'all
after that, they
up
presented
with us,
who he
man.
was, and then they played the Casanova call again. I'm not sure why, but again, that call. I'm trying it for the people that
dude, they're coming up with
watching.
calls and everything.
I'm trying to get these exhibits. The ones that I can share. The phone calls, the audio, the footage. Again, in the state of New York, I'm not too certain how it works, but I'm trying to get it. I mean, with the Tekashi case, I know it was federal, and that was available right after.
Y'all make sure you subscribe to him,
right after the certain trial days. But again, I can't. I'm trying here. I'm trying.
You're doing a good job.
Okay, so yeah, they played that phone call again. If for people who don't know, that phone call, what it contains is a wiretap between to Malcolm's phone. The feds were bugging that line, and it said Casanova basically calls Malcolm, describes, "Hey, Troy came in the room. It popped off. Tax had let off
to someone that's not going to testify."
He said he was crying as well.
Let
me see. Okay, they mentioned Telegram. Now, the other day, they had explained that, and I didn't know where they were going with this. They had explained that Tax was found with, in the total, since he's been locked up, about 6 phones. And I remember the date. I want to say 2022.
It's not that bad.
I remember the exact month. They have found him with 1 phone.
6 phones ain't that bad, man.
It was hidden like in the radiator of his cell. So they extracted information from that phone, and they extracted from
Listen
Telegram.
Pay attention, y'all.
They extracted
catch your motherfucker. Your phone
conversations
from
Telegram.
Man.
Now this conversation
every
contained
time
audio. It contained obviously text, and today we had seen what was that whole conversation. Let me see. I'm just going through my notes. My handwriting is a mess.
Don't worry, Jack. We'll get on your top.
Voice memos.
You're easy.
Now it sounded like, so basically there was. Do you want to take it from here as far as the gentleman?
Yeah. So basically, today was all about witnesses. Right. It was Taxstone side presenting 2 witnesses, Oscar Navarez and Jitera Ibrahim. And the prosecution trying to discredit both of them by saying Tax's side reached out to them. In the case of Oscar, he's an aspiring rapper, so they essentially were trying to put out there that Tax said, you know, we'll get you money, we'll get you publicity, we'll get you a record deal. And they tried to paint Oscar as someone who said, "Oh, I'll say whatever you need me to say, Taxstone, as long as I can get PR to, you know, advance my rap career." And so that's the picture the state was trying to paint. And with Jatera, it was a little more ambiguous, but they were basically saying they were painting her as like they were painting Taxstone as someone who already knew how to get in touch with her. Right, in particular via Snapchat, which I'll talk about a little bit later.
Right. Can I stop you just for
sure.
For a second? Because I know you weren't there yet. Let me see. I want to break down.
Yeah, there was some kind of audio involving Oscar, right? Can you tell people about that?
Well, it wasn't involving art. I'm sorry, Oscar. It wasn't. It was Tax. So basically, he was in communication with this woman named Brittany.
Work for him or something, right? It's ambiguous, like work for him, possibly his like A&R or something like that,
right? An employee or something like that of his. And trying to figure out what exactly he said, so I'm paraphrasing. I'm sorry. One of the things I said, hey, he basically how Oscar Navarra plays into the picture is that he DM'd Tax. And he mentioned that he sent him some music, and he mentioned that that he was also at the at Urban Plaza.
You know, it's just much easier.
And where all that
decipher the information
thing went down. That whole
someone that has
incident.
A little bit of a brain,
and
you know, a little bit more than Jack. I'm
mentioned,
sure.
I guess again somewhere in the conversation,
no shots.
Tax wanted to use him
because this is
to take the stand for him,
decipher the information
in his defense.
Instead
and to
Jack
say that
going, well, that's what happened.
He didn't see a gun in my hand. Tell him that I want to tell him that he he didn't see a gun in my hands. He saw some Douce. He saw a cup, and I was trying to pour up some Douce. So basically that, and then it was kind of not. I'm not sure if you would call this a bribe, but kind of incentivize him and say, oh, hey, Brittany, take care of him. Mind you, Oscar and Tax, to my knowledge, what they represented, that they didn't really speak. They were speaking with this woman, Brittany, as a go-between.
Oh.
And Tax kept on saying, give him some incentive, check out his music, encourage him, see what's up. Maybe I'll hook him up with some Barclay tickets. And Taxstone clearly said, listen, if you got to suck his dick, suck his dick. Something to that effect. Get him some girls, give him some pussy out or something. It was kind of wild. And
so that brings back to Oscar's testimony. So the jury heard all this before we met Oscar, right? We saw this message exchange where Taxstone is telling his employee, look, take care of this guy. Make sure he says this story. Then right after the lunch break, we see Oscar, and he tells exactly that story. I was in the room. I saw Tax walk over. He had his hands full, and then I turned away, and some shooting started. He had his hands full with liquor and a cup. Oscar, of course, denied. Knowing Brittany, I think he said he talked to her, but he denied taking any favors. He denied that anyone had told him what to say.
Right.
He said he never received any money or sexual favors or any other kind of compensation in return for his story. He said, hey, this is what happened to me. No one paid me to do this. No one told me to say this.
Freddy, come for you. How you doing, girl?
So that was kind of the story with his witnesses, right? The prosecution tried to sort of discredit him by putting out this message between the defendant and his employee talking about this guy. And then we saw this guy, and Taxstone's side, Taxstone's lawyer, Kenneth Montgomery, questioned him. And this guy said, no, this is just what happened. No one gave me anything. No one gave me any money or tickets or sexual favors or anything like that. There was sort of a similar story, although less dramatic, with the second witness, Jatera Ibrahim, who was also in the room. And you can actually hear her on the TMZ video. You can hear her voice.
Right.
She pointed that out very dramatically during the hearing, right? She said, you can hear me screaming, get out, get out.
Oh shit!
And
What's
there
good,
was
man?
this really vivid story
Copy
of
delivery.
like her foot was stuck under the door. She couldn't escape when the shooting started. Really, just awful stuff.
Man.
One side note: whenever she referred to Troy Ave, she just kept calling him the rapper guy over and over.
Oh, really?
I don't know what was that about. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell if there was like a shot or she genuine, or she was just genuine.
Right. There's some plausible deniability.
Okay, I guess.
Right.
She's had a rough.
Her
yesterday
story
was rough
is,
for her. Today was rough.
You know, she was in the room.
You've been doing all right. Thanks for asking.
All of a sudden, 3 or 4 guys,
Appreciate
including Troy Ave, come into the room and just start wailing on Taxstone. Push him down, start punching him.
Really hears about you guys.
And then a few seconds after that, there's some gunshots. She doesn't know from where or whom. Eventually, she escapes, and she does see Troy Ave fire one shot, which lines up with what we know already, that he did fire, I think, the final shot of the half dozen gunshots.
Yeah, see.
So
we all
basically,
know Troy Ave is going.
Like I said, the way the state tried to impeach her credibility,
anybody will,
was to say, "How well did you know Taxstone?" She said, "Oh, I followed him on social media." They said, "What social media?" She said, "Oh, Twitter." And they said, were you friends with him on Snapchat? And she said, "No, there's a lot of bogus accounts on Snapchat. Like, I wasn't friends with him, whatever."
Right.
And then the state, like I said, showed another set of messages between Taxstone and Brittany, where Brittany says, "Hey, I'm trying to call this Jatera woman, trying to get in touch with her." And Tax says, "Don't worry about that." He said, what exactly did he say? I wrote this down.
So you wouldn't hear any of this information.
Yeah, Brittany says, "I think Jatera changed her number. Is there another way to get in touch with her?" And Tax said, "Yeah, I got that bitch on Snapchat." And then a little bit later, "I'll take care of it."
Tennessee.
Right.
So that was the state's way of showing, hey, you can't trust this woman. She's maybe a little closer to Taxstone than she's letting on, was sort of the implication. They didn't say that, but that was sort of what they were implying, that maybe she was a little closer to Taxstone. And this ties into the state's overall argument that Taxstone is trying to buy, bribe, intimidate, whatever you want to call it, witnesses for his side.
Oh, shit.
And you've probably seen some of that with the state's case, right? I'm sure they've talked about Tax and potentially trying to bribe or intimidate witnesses, right?
Intimidate witnesses? I don't think I can.
No, not intimidate. Let's not put that out there. But that they've tried to bribe witnesses like Oscar.
Right. Wow. I just want to be correct. I don't want to throw some kind of
in the mix
bad wording. Do you believe that's the correct wording to put on this?
Man, Tax.
Bribe witnesses, or kind of giving some kind of incentive? Is that bribing?
I mean, I would say that's how. I mean, the state didn't use that word, right? But I think that was the implication. The state was saying, "Look, you're paying this guy so that he'll say the story exactly the story you want him to say."
Right.
So that was kind of the story of today, was the state saying that, and these witnesses just telling, their memories of what happened. In both stories, the stories were slightly different, but more or less matched up. And in both of them, the witnesses did not see who fired the shots. And in both of them, Taxstone was not in a position where you might think he could easily fire a gun, right? In Oscar's story, he had his hands full with a liquor bottle in one and a cup in the other. And in Jatera's story, he was like on the floor being punched by a bunch of people. So neither of these are positions where, you could imagine he could easily fire a gun from. And I think that was what Taxstone's side was trying to get across.
It, though,
that,
y'all.
Look,
how many of y'all?
There was this crazy melee. How could he possibly fire a gun? Look, he had his hands full, or people were punching him, or something. But he was not in an easy position to let off gunshots.
Do you think that's going to stop? Hold on, y'all. Do you think that's going to win for him? There's 7 guys in the chat, y'all. Everybody's in the chat. Y'all think that's going to win for him? They said, "Jack, don't you got to train the front, jump in front of him?" Y'all are fucking demons over there.
Yeah, there was a witness that said she took the stand in defense of Tax and said that he was in the room being productive. There's no way he could have done that, I guess.
Yeah, that was Jatera's attitude, that Tax was in a good mood. He was networking. That was what she meant by being productive, like talking to people, networking, connecting with people, like generally sort of hosting. I don't know, hosting, but yeah, talking to people, connecting with people.
It does create doubt.
And,
yes, it does. But is it enough doubt though? Like, let's see. Well, I ain't heard this whole thing.
In any type of
I'm gonna leave it in
angry
there.
or
Jack was in
aggressive
there
mood. In
crazy?
fact, very friendly and
no shit.
That was Jatera's.
You gotta be kidding me, right? No
that
fucking
was
way.
Take. They also talked to the investigator. He didn't really say all that much.
Right.
Only that there was one more potential witness, this guy who was a friend of Oscar's, who he contacted, but ultimately who decided not to testify.
No way, dude.
Damn it. I hope you listened better than me. Was it young Lito?
Remo, I think, or
Lito. I'm sorry, young
Lito. Ramik, this dude Ramik. Yeah, something like that.
Is that because that could, if I'm not getting it confused, I believe
he was saying it was still in his conscience. Are you fucking serious, man?
So that's very interesting.
Are you fucking serious?
That is very interesting.
I'm not sure. Real Jack.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there were some funny moments.
I don't see Jack
so
doing that.
There was stuff that happened actually
he
at
might,
the
though.
very,
he
very
might just
end.
be that fucking stupid.
I don't know if you want to talk about that.
He is that fucking stupid.
I do, but I want to.
I don't know. I'm doubting y'all.
Oh no, just that happened sort of after the defense rested. So the defense presented these 3 witnesses: the investigator, who didn't really say too much, and Jatera and Oscar. Those were the defense's only 3
he goes into the courtroom,
witnesses to present a case. As AG may have told you yesterday, Taxstone did not testify in his own defense, which is very, very standard.
I truly believe you
in criminal cases.
Right, he actually gave up his choice to
fucking
testify
content.
Today, which I thought
Get
was
the
interesting.
fuck out of here, Jack. It never
he was
fucking
going to give it a
fails,
chance,
man.
but not. Let me ask you
something to talk about. Every fucking day, dude. I can ride.
I found it interesting near the end that.
Damn, why would you be that fucking stupid idiot?
For the people that may know, there's this audio / video text
right
on his podcast,
like the fucking
and he basically,
we're in the Twilight Zone fucking with Jack.
Says,
sucked us in.
You know, anybody who comes up to me, get ready. I'm gonna
insanity.
He
bro.
Basically says, I'm gonna, I'll shoot you. Don't matter what goons you have around you. I'm not here. I don't want to hear. I don't want to talk. Nothing like that. And
yeah, they read a transcript of it at the very end. Yep.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So this is an excerpt of one of Taxstone's podcasts where he's just kind of saying a monologue, and I didn't hear the actual audio. So AJ, if you did, you could tell me the tone of it, but it seemed to be, him sort of boasting, bragging a little bit. It was like kind of comical. He was basically saying how he hates to be bothered by people. And if any group of people comes up to him, he'll shoot first and ask questions later. Interestingly, he did not say if some people come up to me in a threatening way, I'll shoot first and ask them questions later. He just said any group of dudes comes up to me, I'm shooting first, bang.
Damn.
Right? And so that actually indicates to me that he was more kidding around than serious. Right? I mean, it seemed to have the feel of almost like a rant.
Don't you? Right.
Yeah. So basically, the prosecution wants to introduce this because, according to one of the defense's witnesses, that's exactly what happened. A bunch of dudes ran up to him, and in the prosecution's theory of the case, Tax shot first. So here they have him on tape saying, if a bunch of people come up to me, I'm shooting first. I'm not asking any questions. They want to use that. So they brought it up at the beginning of the trial, got turned down. They tried again today. And what it reminded me of, actually, was all the controversies we're seeing now about the use of rap lyrics in trials.
What? You deserve it.
Kind of like that. These weren't lyrics,
you deserve it.
But they were part of a podcast. They were part of a work of art.
Fucking weirdo.
And I don't think that they were meant to be taken 100% literally.
In the teespring.
And I think to use them in that way is... I think the judge made the right call when he turned it down.
You already know.
The judge said, you can't use this. He said,
over
this
here
is
watching
more
now.
prejudicial than probative. And that's sort of a fancy legal word that means
dummy to go on
it would do more to turn people against Taxstone than it would actually give the jury valuable information.
Damn, it'd be different if you weren't in there.
Negative, not for any good reason, overweighs any good information the jury could get out of it.
You got two men up here talking.
So I think the judge made the right call, but he could have made the wrong call. And I think that's potentially a little scary that had he, weighed a different way or been a different person or in a different mood, they might have incled this and we could have had what was essentially a comedy bit.
That's a fact.
Played for the jury as a record of how dangerous Taxstone is. So that was something notable. Kenneth Montgomery, it should be noted, Taxstone's lawyer, argued very vehemently against this, and ultimately, was correct. Kenneth Montgomery called it a First Amendment issue.
Yep.
And I don't know whether the judge agreed with that exact part of his reasoning, but Taxstone's side won the day in that. The jury will not hear that part of that excerpt from Taxstone's podcast.
Good deal.
Honestly, I thought that was surprising because when as far as so much indictments on rappers, federal indictments coming down on rappers, and their lyrics being brought up,
let's put some mad
when it comes to the federal government, you would think it would have been used. Taxstone's podcast, because mind you, he has talked a lot. I mean, a lot. Tweets is not the only thing. His podcast is not the only thing where he's kind of alluding of what he would do or what he could do. So I'm honestly, I thought I was surprised that the judge didn't allow that. But that's just my opinion.
It's a good thing,
one
man.
thing I want to get out the way real quick.
It's a good thing because
I know you wasn't present for this. I want to lay this on the audience.
He didn't plan it out like
in
the they planned the whole
in the Telegram chat. Tax has they also played up audio of him saying that Montgomery is trying to push the trial back. Keeps trying to push the trial back. That way, Malcolm Kenyon, who already cooperated against Tax, he took the stand, doesn't have the incentive. He's trying to push back the Taxstone trial. In that way, Malcolm Kenyon, the feds could sentence him because, mind you, at this point, he's not been sentenced yet. Malcolm Kenyon has not been sentenced, so he's trying to get so that way he gets sentenced, and that way Malcolm has no longer an incentive to take the stand against Tax.
Fact.
So that was an audio that was played by Tax himself.
Damn.
He said this himself. So I thought that was interesting. And right. And hopefully, just for the people, I do plan to follow this Malcolm Kenyon guy and see if maybe what he has to say about all this. But we'll see what the future holds. I'm sorry, Sean, continue.
No, that's great. And then one other final thing that happened today.
What you mad
just
about,
at the
Jack?
very end.
The
DA is changing around the charges a little bit. What Taxstone is charged with.
Wait. Okay, before you continue, do you know? Did you find out what it exactly? So you could just inform the people. Originally, what was he charged with, and versus now, what did it add on?
Sure. There's two aspects to this. So it's not like they're taking any charges away. They're just adding more on.
Okay.
So he's already charged with murder in the second degree. And now, on top of that, they're adding a lesser charge of manslaughter in the first degree.
He might get
So that means manslaughter in the first degree means he intended not necessarily to kill a person, but to cause serious physical injury, but instead he caused death. That's the manslaughter one. So that's the charge they added on as a sort of lesser charge.
They know they're not going to get the big one. They know it.
Now, it should be noted that this also is something that Kenneth Montgomery
that's the one that's going to get him, but it's not fucking murder.
Basically saying, look, you've had this whole time to set up that he killed someone intentionally. Yeah. I don't want you to come in at the end and say, oh, he only meant to hurt someone, but he killed him, and give the jury a chance to say guilty on that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he didn't have a legal leg to stand on, and ultimately he admitted that the way the law is set up, if either side asks for a lesser charge on top of the bigger one, it has to be included. If the judge says, look, this is plausible, maybe you can read the evidence this way. If either side wants it, it has to be included. So the prosecution wanted it. So now there's going to be a manslaughter
That's a good thing for him, though.
In addition to this murder and the second degree charge.
In addition,
the state also added a second degree assault count to every first degree assault count.
Damn.
So basically the state is trying to say, look, even if he didn't, assault people in this way under this definition, here's a few more definitions of assault.
Damn.
That you should see if he did it that way or not.
That's what the fuck.
And there was some big discussion about different definitions of assault too, and what it means, and how many of the different definitions should count. That was a little bit over my head, and that is sort of still to be determined. Basically, it seems like the state is adding a bunch of charges that may make it more complicated for the jury. Yep. And so that's sort of interesting too, right? Does the state want to make it simpler and maybe take a chance that the jury won't necessarily think that the definitions fit what Tax did? Or do they want to risk confusing the jury and including a bunch of definitions that maybe they can vote yes on, but maybe they get a little bogged down? Did he do it this way or that way, or did he intend this or that?
Yeah, you're right.
Kind of throw up their hands
better is like what, 5?
So
and it's 5 here.
A lot. We'll see how this plays out. I think on Tuesday,
because it's violent.
We'll find out after the closing arguments. The judge is going to deliver the final charging statement where he says all of the counts and all the law.
As good as a good lawyer.
I've sat through those before. Those are really long and boring. So I recommend
never equipped enough.
If you're at the closing arguments on Tuesday, maybe you go get a lunch break during the charging stuff. It's often hundreds of pages.
Class B would have fucking missed him.
That the judge has to read out loud.
I mean, Class B with a public defender.
Yeah. So. But I would say the main thing to keep in mind is that the short version is the state is adding more charges.
That's because they ain't sure.
If I'm Taxstone, I'm upset at this because what this means is the jury has more potential interpretations of what he did to vote guilty on.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know that, and that's a win for him, right?
I'm surprised how this played out. Listen, I know this is the first time that my audience is getting a view of Sean Sataro, the great Sean Sataro. So I'm glad. By the way, just for the people, he's joining my team. I'm gonna have him, go out here in the field and see if what we can get as far as these criminal cases. But
good for you, man.
What was your feeling? I know that you didn't know, you didn't follow the case. This is the first time you were actually in court. This was day 10, and they're already they're going to closing arguments is on.
Closing arguments, yeah. So all of the evidence is done.
That's
right? Closing arguments all trials are about stories, as you know. They're not about facts per se, they're about stories. And the closing argument is the story each side wants to tell.
Right.
But
let me tell you, since it was your first time at this this trial, at the Taxstone trial.
Yeah.
What was your feeling? Tell me what was going through your mind? Were you surprised? What was? Can you tell me what was going through your head?
Sure. I mean, look, I saw literally none of the prosecution's case, right? In that when I got there after lunch, the defense was presenting. So I don't really know what was there. I know a little bit from talking to you and following in the papers, and it seems like these things are always tough to prove. I wouldn't want to hazard a guess again because I didn't see the prosecution side.
Tough to prove, man.
Full disclosure, I know, I wouldn't say that I know Kenneth Montgomery. We're not friends or close. It's been a very source journalist relationship. I've interviewed him multiple times over the years for multiple different projects and articles. He is
it only counts for the Fed case, I
very
believe.
Dedicated, moral, and smart lawyer. I think he was very adamant today about what he believed in and arguing for what he believed in and what he felt was fair for his client. Some stuff he won, some stuff he didn't, but he always put up a fight.
That'd be ugly.
It seems like, to judge again from what I've heard from you, the prosecution is bringing a lot of stuff. I don't know how the jury will react. You know, I was trying to get a read on them. It was kind of hard. The witnesses, it's hard. In some ways, it's kind of a wash. None of them said, I saw who shot, and it wasn't Taxstone, right? They all sort of had confusing stories, and now the prosecution's trying to put a little bit of a cloud over their motivations. So, you know, in the end, we'll see how much the jury, how much the jury gives these two.
Yes, I'm going to go over there and fuck with him tonight.
And whether they feel there's enough to you know, come down and say this guy did it. I guess, you know, we'll find out. By the jury probably start deliberating Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, we'll figure it out then.
OV, huh?
Right. Just for the people. I mean, this I know, Sean, you weren't there, but you came after lunch.
In-day trial.
Lunch break. Once these audio these voice notes were played from Tax's Telegram, from what they found from his Telegram.
Yeah, what was the mood in the room when that happened?
It just seemed like, okay, mind you, we're not, I mean, I wasn't expecting for Oscar to take the stand. Or at least not that day. So it looked like, oh shit, he's just gonna give us some sort of act or fake story, you know, for whatever he was allegedly promised, or so it's like
he's telling the exact story that you just heard Taxstone say he wanted him to tell.
Kind of, little bit. So it's like, is he serious? The whole mood when the audio plays, it's like, is this guy serious? It's like, it seems like the prosecution, okay, has this in the bag. I mean, it's tough, man. There's a lot against Tax. What can you say? And a lot of it has to do with, I'm sorry to cut you off. A lot of it has to do with what Tax, you know, these, when it comes to your phone, that's your biggest, you know, that's what they'll use against you, you know, what you write and what's in your phone.
Right. There was a side note I think the call and the stuff with Oscar, where the prosecution tried to say, oh, he only talked to Brittany on FaceTime. Brittany would only talk to him on FaceTime. The implication, as I'm sure your viewers know, is that it's harder to intercept FaceTime calls than regular phone calls. I don't know if that's true. That's what a lot of people believe. I'm not a tech head, you know, like I don't know, but that certainly is what a lot of people believe.
Right.
And so that was sort of what the prosecution was implying, that there were calls between Oscar and this Brittany woman who works for Tax that she didn't want taped. That didn't really go anywhere. Oscar said, no, I didn't have an iPhone at the time. I never FaceTimed with her. Like, what are you talking about? So it kind of got dropped. But it was definitely part of the picture the state was trying to paint of these like surreptitious communications between Taxstone's side and his witnesses.
Man, I hope he wasn't really trying to bribe somebody, man.
I need to know your opinion from what you saw today. I know you didn't get to look at the prosecution's evidence. Do you think Tax has a fair shot of going home?
I don't like to speculate on this stuff, and particularly when I didn't see the prosecution side. So I'm not trying to be rude, not trying to be a jerk, but I don't want to, for a bunch of reasons, you know, I don't want to put myself out there as having a
an opinion.
Good for
having
you,
a
man.
guess.
But
you know, it's an awful situation all around. You know, I'm just trying to get a feel for who the players are and what's been happening.
Correct. Are you down to answer the question? Some questions from the audience. I'm not sure if they have some questions for you, but
yeah, sure.
Right.
Let's get it going. If anyone has some questions.
Yeah, chat. Go ahead if you have anything you want to know. I know he was only present for one day, Sean, but
yeah. Also, you know, for your audience who may not know, you know, I wrote a book about the Tekashi case called Dummy Boy, Tekashi 6ix9ine and the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods. Go find it on Amazon or wherever you buy books.
All right.
I know AG has his,
that's why
his signed
Jack
author
didn't
copy
like
somewhere
him,
around.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh,
I mentioned in the book, so
man.
thank you for that shout out. Thank
He
you for
wrote
that.
a book
for
on
sure.
his blood and non-trade gains.
So questions about that or other stuff involving, rap lyrics on trial, things like that, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm down.
Yeah, there's no questions coming through, but tell me about the because you did a piece on Melly, right?
Yeah, we did a podcast. We did a podcast called Infamous, and the first season was about Tekashi 6ix9ine. The second was about YNW Melly. You can find them both on Spotify. And the Melly case was just crazy, and it continued being crazy even after the last episode of the podcast aired. And we continued. As of today, he still hasn't gone to trial.
I said Crips, but I meant Bloods. Whoa,
he turned himself in.
That's what it was.
Gosh, was it February 2019, something like that? Sure. And still over 3 years, still no trial.
He didn't get seen on camera. Fucking Troy Ave did, bro.
Yeah, it was a crazy case for your listeners who might not know. This was a rising rapper.
Jack.
Had a hit song
That's
called
why
Murder
you
on My
didn't like
Mind,
him.
and was accused of killing his two crewmates and best friends.
Poor baby.
And
him's a big baby.
Enlisting their fourth crew member to help him and basically drive the car and stuff. And supposedly to make it look like a drive-by. It's a fascinating case, and it says a lot about stardom and criminal justice and small town Florida and all sorts of stuff. And we're still watching it play out. It has been a very long process trying to get it to trial.
Testimony.
As you can imagine, a lot of people who were happy to talk to the police when no one knew who did the murders are now a lot harder to find once Melly is actually accused and standing trial. So a lot of potential trial witnesses have sort of been in the wind, or they've had a lot of trouble finding over this whole past couple of years. Right now it's held up because it's actually a death penalty case. And so right now the sides are going back and forth about whether the death penalty is going to be on the table. That is, Melly's side is appealing that to the Florida Supreme Court as we speak.
I know.
So we're waiting to see if the Florida Supreme Court is going to take that case up or not.
Thank you, AGTV, for that, man. I didn't get to catch it all at once when I was watching it before I went live, but shout out to you for that, bro. If y'all have not subscribed to him, go over and hit his fucking subscribe button, y'all. Hit the like button for him. He's doing way more than Mr. Frost could ever dream of. You see, he thought for a second he was going to be the only one covering this case, and how much it's really flipped on him, he don't like. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it at all.
On the stage.
You fucking crybaby bitch.
About get him all the females he want.
He didn't say that, man. You seen the way we just watched it. Man, get out of here.
And then he says, tell Mr. Johnson to interview Oscar. Mr. Johnson is the PI, the private investigator. Basically to interview him and tell him what to say. That's what is implied, at least. Remember, this is the prosecution right now that's questioning.
Oh boy,
and then he goes on to say, wait, then
it's a fucking shame, man. It's a shame, man.
And then they go on, and then the sister says that
it's a fucking shame, man. You ain't
Oscar
missing nothing. It's just Jack being Jack again.
Coached by Taxstone, so she don't even know Taxstone is telling him anything. You understand?
Man, you really know how to gossip. That's called gossiping, man. Because I just seen AGTV lay this out pretty fucking easily and quick, right?
He's like, he don't even know. Nobody knows. You understand what I'm saying?
You see, this is called gossip now, sir. I don't know what the fuck you would call it, but this is called gossip. I watched motherfucking Trife go in on fucking Bullets Gotti, yo, for the same shit you be doing. The same shit you be doing.
She said she didn't want Oscar to talk to Tax because they don't want
Trife went in on his bitch ass.
Slip up.
Bullets Gotti's a faking fucking flake on here too. Fucking little kid.
And then
we can react to that too.
Have him
Like
specify
Gotti is the
when
one that
shots
was
went
caught
off.
on camera
Tax
with a
had
dick in his
bottle
mouth,
one
right?
hand and a cup in another.
Right? Ain't we talking about the right one?
I don't know what to tell you. Hit that like button. Let's try to get as many people in here tonight as possible. Let's see if we can
Because you know it's that fuck. You know why, Jack? Because you know that that shit's getting ready to be over, G.
Remember, this is the
and you
lady.
got to go back into doing what? Your nothing ass fucking content. You're gonna talk about it like you can't ever say I told you so in this case because you didn't tell us so. You didn't tell us about nothing.
Let me see if
you didn't tell
there
us
is a notation. I don't think they told us. No, I don't think they said when. If she said when the phone call was, I missed it.
I'm gonna present you guys with something really fucking funny right now, okay? Y'all gonna laugh like a motherfucker. Jack is fucked up. But we're gonna hit this real quick, you know, because this is the same thing Jack's doing. It's just he's not doing it on Clubhouse, right? Right? He's doing it on film.
I'm saying.
Yeah, they gonna say that. They gonna say that just to make themselves feel good. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, that man did some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? If your mans get shot, nigga get scared, you talk all that hot shit, nigga popped you in your fucking mouth, and the first thing you do is go get the strap, my nigga. That's some weak nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that nigga Taxstone. I'ma say that all day. Ab did some real nigga shit. Nobody's whole vein. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do your whole vein.
You gotta tell that story. You say he popped him in the mouth? What happened with
niggas popped that nigga Taxstone in the fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do nothing but went and got the gun like a coward nigga do. You know, because that's what coward niggas do. If you ain't got no hands, you gonna go get the hammer. He went and got the hammer. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas ran like bitches. You know, Hovain, Hilton, he ran like a bitch. Young Leave the Bro ran like a bitch. These niggas ran. You leave your mans in there to almost lose his life. So Av did what a real nigga do. He got up out there. Niggas backed the fuck up. You see Casanova, he ducked down, got low, and backed the fuck up.
Hold up, Bullets, you gotta tell the story, right? Because now I'm out. Now this is getting interesting. You saying the nigga? Because what I heard was Taxstone was bullying this nigga.
He
something
got
like that.
Taxstone got snuffed in his face. Bro.
Yo, Bullet, shut the fuck up, man. You stay running your fucking mouth, you stupid.
Now in comes Trife. You see, what's real in this subject situation right here is Bullis Gotti was sucking on Troy Ave's dick. And he thought maybe Trife would be okay, you know, with him, maybe take him into consideration as the wanting to suck his dick. Maybe we don't fucking know. But you know, this is what happens when real shit goes off. Trife steps in and tells him to shut the fuck up.
Weirdo.
Yo, my nigga, I don't know why you mad with me, Tripe. I'm just saying what happened.
Talking about, man.
Let him cook. Let him cook, Tripe. Let him cook.
I don't know why you getting mad with me, Tripe.
Bullis talking shit, man. You don't know nothing, man. Get that shit up out of here.
Hey, yo, Tripe, I don't fuck with that nigga Tax. You mad with me?
That's on my hat. That's on my hat, Bullis. You talking shit, man. That's a fact, nigga.
Let him cook. That's his opinion.
Fucking green room. You wasn't in the motherfucking green room. You wasn't in Urban
Plaza. Bro, I was on the phone with Ab, bro.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro.
Yo, my nigga, he the one showed. He the one told me they was talking about it right now.
You run the mouth. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. You got nothing to do with this.
All right, my nigga. All right, my nigga. All right, my nigga.
Do with this shit, bro.
Ain't nobody was.
Stop talking like you know what you're talking about. Stop talking like you doing everything everybody else
real goes wrong.
Taking pieces,
bro. You coming at me,
bro. You taking pieces off of the internet. Just like everybody else, bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You running your fucking mouth.
He said he talked to Troy Ave, though.
But I don't care who he talked to, bro. He running his mouth, bro. He talking about you don't know what he's talking about. He's telling. I'm listening to him talk. I came in his room. And he talking off the internet shit just like everybody else. Not no fact.
That's gangster.
Weird, man.
Whatever, bro. Listen, man.
Hey, yo, Bullis. Hey, yo, Bullis. That's word to my hat. You talking bullshit, nigga.
Bro, listen.
You really talking bullshit, my nigga.
Tell me nothing about what the fuck you talking about this case. Not nobody, bro. Nobody can tell me nothing about this case. So shut the fuck up. You just talking to run your lips like you always doing, man. And that's the problem. Just for a spotlight, shut up.
Speculation, gossip, and opinion. That's all.
Yo, Malik, ain't nobody speculating, man. Trice mad at the wrong people, my nigga. But
I'm not mad at you. This is not about being mad. I'm just telling you to shut the fuck up, bro. Y'all niggas think when a nigga checking you that he emotionally he mad. No, I'm just telling you shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about. You running your mouth about a case. Just like Jack's stupid ass is running his stupid ass mouth when he fighting a whole murder case.
Why you keep laying me with that nigga, bro? I don't fuck with
bro,
that
when I'm telling you is stop talking about something that you act like you was there about, bro. I'm listening to you run your mouth right now, and you talk about what happened in the green room like you was there, nigga. Is you gonna be on the stand testifying, boy?
No, ain't no listen.
Is you gonna be on the stand testifying when this bitch ass nigga go to trial? Yes or no?
You got it.
All right then. None of you niggas gonna be there testifying with the bitch ass nigga. You is tell me that. Staying with this
shit's weird, y'all. Why do that? Why fucking do that?
She was saying he was asking her like basic questions revolving around.
Get that fucking fine ass bug.
When, did they? When you were in communications with the district attorney's office,
man, let me fucking refresh this guy. You still? What the fuck are you doing, Webster?
She also said,
Webster.
She reviewed full content of Troy Ave, but she didn't count the times that he threatened people. So the question was basically, or
come on, spit it out, stupid.
She couldn't count the times that she didn't.
What's popping? That's stars.
What's
good, my
she
G?
Wasn't asked to. That's the point. The telegrams don't hold the date or the timestamp, so they don't know when.
Kicking it with y'all.
Those messages were sent.
Fuck Frost.
The telegram does not hold the date, and the telegram does not hold the timestamp. Now, I want to stop right now and tell you about an argument they had later.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Jack. Looking crazy in that gray.
I'm not even going to tell you.
It matches.
It was a big argument.
It matches his shirt, bro. He's trying to match.
Johnson,
remember, he's popping. He wore the same fucking shirt yesterday. The one underneath.
And
same
never heard
fucking shirt, homie.
Say he shot anyone.
Wearing the same goddamn clothes. Wearing the same fucking clothes. Trying to look cool.
I want to know about Telegram. You could literally just rewind the video. You know that, right?
Oh, you're a dick.
You wanted to come in late and then have me repeat myself.
That's what he wanted you to do. That's it. You fucking nut job.
That's too much personal responsibility on your own side, right?
And you had to take it there?
In any regard.
You had to take it there?
The
Bitch made motherfucker.
Stop with the client. The prosecution rests their case.
He's doing a good job of repeating while gossiping. While fucking gossiping.
Yeah, this person keeps asking everybody about what the telegram. They could just rewind the video. That's too much personal responsibility, though. They'd be like, I'll be taking
motherfucker.
I'm not doing that.
Your fucking mustache is grown over your fucking upper lip. What the fuck are you talking about? Before we get to the
prosecution's case, let me see some
got
comments.
Bottom teeth
before
moving.
We get to the prosecution's case, I'm gonna read some comments.
Looking all weird and shit.
Right now is a good time to start reading a few comments, right?
Okay, yeah, right. Why did he have 250 motherfuckers in there the other night and didn't get one donation?
I tell people to hit the like button.
Oh, you tell them? You might send some notifications out, huh?
People get the notifications that's not in here.
Oh, fuck. Now he's telling you how YouTube works when you don't even know how to work it his damn self.
Just hit the like button.
That ain't how notifications go out, ladies and gentlemen. That's literally how you hit the like button and you just get a thumbs up. It doesn't do anything to signal notifications going out.
I'm doing everything I can do.
Oh, I know. You're just repeating.
At this point, we need people in the room to hit the like button.
You hear that? Everything he can do. That means everything AGTV's doing, he can't do. There you have it.
Ramzai, Brian says, we don't even get notifications. Oh, you already said that. Angela says,
everything AGTV doing, you can't do. Because if you're doing your best sucks. How about that?
On trial for bribery.
Your best sucks. Only thing that you have proven to people is that how many people actually don't fuck with you. It's actually proven how many people they don't fuck with you.
Angela says Block should have been subpoenaed.
Dirt bag boy from Bellevue. You're damn right, Seven Guy. Ain't nobody fucking with him in New York. Tomorrow. He burnt his bridges,
I know
man.
For a fact, the jury isn't gonna bring a verdict in tomorrow.
This trial went 10 days. It lasted 7 years, but it lasted 10 fucking days. That's whack.
When they were saying her name all over the television, I wasn't looking, and I didn't know that was the sister, so I didn't even look at her.
That's whack, yo.
She got a nice shape, though.
What?
No.
Wow.
The girl with the got shot in the leg is not testifying. Jay Ventura says, nah, that shit had me dead the way he say it. Wait, had what dead? Had what dead? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're about dead. Take a look in the mirror. You're like a walking fucking skeletor.
There's no court tomorrow. There's no court tomorrow.
Look at the goofy dude.
Yes,
oh, there's
Block
a stop,
DNA would be on the gun if he gave Block the gun to go leave the scene with. So how you gonna feel about that? In any regard,
what?
You got a lot of people complaining they not getting notifications. Please
so what?
That like button so we can
that ain't how you get notifications, you dumb motherfucker. You're just bribing your people. You're a scam artist.
Nobody did closing arguments.
No, they're not time
Nothing
yet.
is private on Al Gore's internet. Really? Is Al Gore the reason why nothing's private?
Is he so fucking stupid?
All right, y'all don't seem to be actually commenting about what we're talking about, so I'm gonna move to the next thing.
Yeah, they don't care, obviously. What'd you do? Fill up that little girl's computer already?
Tax told the girl.
Yes, he is. There's a scammer right there. He's here to prove it. Also, 4-year-old plus old cherry scammer. Yes, he is. Yep. He's got his own little pet names made up for people.
Keeping his composure.
What?
He lost his brother.
Trife ready to kick everybody's ass over there, ain't he?
He lost his brother. Like,
I believe. Shout out that shit, dude. I mean, he's the only one there that's really going through something. It seems like Troy and them, they don't fucking kick it with him. I think they're blaming Troy Ave for what the fuck happened. I would too. I sued the shit out of Troy Ave. If I was them. I'd be like, nah, he wouldn't have be security for you. I'm suing the fuck out of your ass, Troy.
Things to say about what we've
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
I'll move to the defense. Is there anything that anybody want to ask about what I just spoke about?
They don't fuck with you, Frost. That's funny. Yeah, he's a funny, ugly motherfucker. Big old ugly motherfucker. How would I
know how long the defense's witness list is until it's done? And it's done, apparently. They called 3 people.
This case went fast for fucking being.
It could be that the alert is not selected for all, and it may only be selected as personalized. So make sure that you select the alert as all. Fact, problematic. Appreciate you.
What?
Off G says Prism is a myth.
They're telling you how to do YouTube, bro, but you build channels.
DB says the internet.
I would too, bro. Oh, she went for a fucking fact, bro. I think that's what they're doing, to be honest, Front Street, because I know they're not getting along. He's actually wrote diss tracks to the Banger's family. Troy Ave has.
We don't know if Tax bribed the witness, but he did say things along the line of that is something that he was willing to do. We don't know if that actually happened. Also, he wasn't bribing a witness to lie. He was just asking the person to
lie,
be a witness. I think that's the argument that Esquire gave.
Yep. I'd sue too, bro. I would. That's a life lost, man. I mean, I'd want this. If Taxstone did it, I want the justice from that, and I'm suing the fuck out of Troy Ave and Taxstone.
Don't even start talking until there's 100 likes.
Yeah, that's not going to work for him.
You think I could sit here until we get 100 damn likes?
Yeah, I know. You thought about that, huh?
Likes? Know what?
Water's that link?
When we get 100 likes, I'll tell y'all what Esquire said. We almost there. Get to the 100 likes, and then I'll
fuck what Esquire said. Nobody give a fuck.
Defense is next.
It's in the water, Gus. I'm just kidding.
Let's get to 100 likes, and then I'll tell y'all what Esquire said.
Here comes our little homie Just. Just wants to come on up. Come on up, Just.
No, they didn't say that the phone that they found on tax is inadmissible. They said the phones that didn't have anything that was regarding this case, those were inadmissible. But the phone that had information regarding this case, that's 100%.
Right now, I think tax is going to get it regardless. I do. I mean, when have we ever seen a jury besides the OJ case where someone took the stand, said, that's the man that shot me?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
And they lost. It might happen all the time on state cases down.
Good argument, it won.
Yo, that shit was funny. You said, come on.
Yeah.
Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up, man.
Come on.
Everybody, come on up.
Like Michael Jackson and shit. Come on.
Jack's a goofy, y'all. Jack
hey, what I miss? What I miss?
Let me be right back. Let me give me some.
He thinks.
I only drink like apple juice and water and shit.
Why do you keep having to fucking tell us that, Jack? That just makes you look like more of a fucking piece of shit. Why do you keep having to emphasize what you drink? Motherfucker, because why we've emphasized what you do drink, so you gotta always say something else so everybody tries to convince them? That's crazy. Oh, you know I only drink apple juice and water. Huh? It was hot cocoa and coffee last week. You know, it was hot cocoa and coffee last week. Motherfucker drinks piss. He drinks his own urine on stream, yo. Where'd it go? Where's your fucking drink?
Had to go get some stomach acid.
Where is his drink at?
I'm in a normal size woman. No disrespect to nobody. I'm not coming for nobody.
Our stomach
where
acid.
Where does drink go?
Shit be killing me.
Goofy ass.
Stomach acid be killing me.
Yes, they got the telegram because they had the phone.
Duh. Damn, look how old that phone case was. Damn, son.
Oh, no, I got moly. When mine go on sale, I'm going to get mine. I get whatever apple juice is on sale. I'm just being the stat.
You don't even know what apple juice he gets.
And it's I don't know if the G.
I can't see his top teeth, man. He's got this mustache thing going on.
Damn, he need to do something with his mustache.
I appreciate that.
I know, bro. It's thick as fuck.
Damn. And the hair look fucked up.
First said that they would like to have
the always scratching too. Itchy and scratchy show.
They always do that.
That's the itchy and scratchy show.
That's why his floor is so damn dirty.
The prosecution rests their case. If your defense attorney doesn't say, I don't think they proved their point, I don't think they proved their case, I want all of these charges dismissed. If your defense attorney don't do that,
he had the perfect time to be able to display his skills with this court case.
That sounds stupid, Jack.
He'd have displayed no skill set.
They all supposed to do that.
He hasn't. You're right, Jesse. He has not displayed not one skill set
for this court case. Not one.
Not one, bro. He went there and wrote down everything they said. Come back and repeated it.
He drew pictures with crayons. He drew pictures.
A whole bunch of nothing. I want to dismiss all these charges.
Yeah, you think that's really gonna happen, dipshit?
Did the jury get let out? I can't remember.
He's dumb.
No, the jury got let out. He didn't do that in front of the jury. The jury got let out.
He didn't do that.
Yeah, they always supposed to say that.
He said that
he got game, man. That's how the court system works.
He's writing his notes on a fucking grader's notepad with Crayola markers.
Damn. I had a big ass nail in my shoe. I'm like wondering what the hell's that?
I swear to God, let a crazy ass case pop off in Indianapolis. I'll show y'all how it's done, man.
Once before.
I won't even. I can't brag. I'm not gonna be able to go. Yeah, Matlock's a good one, dude.
No, your defense attorney is always. I don't even know how to explain this.
Yeah, because you don't know how to explain it.
They don't know something, and they just think they know everything.
Here we go.
These white girls in Manhattan are beautiful.
They know what they talking about.
Here we go.
So I understand it's a waste of time for me to tell you.
Are you fucking stupid?
because you don't know what you're talking about. So when a person don't know
Cuckoo
what
for Cocoa Puffs.
You just went, your attorneys need to do this and act stupid in front of people. No, they shouldn't, Jack. You're the dumbass here.
I'm going to say this one time, and then I'm going to move on. And just so every person in here can understand just where deep thought is, that his thoughts is very shallow.
Watch.
Every single defense attorney.
Watch, here we go.
When the prosecution rests their case, the judge expects
let me get these right here.
The defense attorney to say, I want all of the charges dropped against my client if they did not prove their case. The judge expects this.
No, he don't. No, he does not, y'all. You're fucking out your fucking rabbit ass mind.
We got any lawyers in here?
Are you any lawyers retarded, Jack? This is not the movies, bro.
This. Like if you don't do
this, he has a UTI. He might.
Gonna be looking at you like, what the hell, fam?
Got a urinary tract infection. He's probably drinking all that apple juice.
First witness call for the defense. Askers.
Yeah, the blue. Now let me get the pink.
He didn't say his name right.
Oscar is a barber.
Oscar.
Who is trying to make it in the rap world. I'm not gonna say his age or nothing like that. We're not here to try to, get at.
What the fuck does that matter, dipshit?
He looks like he could be related to.
See, here we go. Jokes. He can't hold it together.
Yes, of course it's automatic. That's just to show you that.
How much the ape start at? You got the list?
So
get your goddamn trimmers out and cut your fucking mustache hairs. Bro, that's a little too much, man. A little too much, Pimp. Oh, Bill Cosby looking ass. Motherfucker, you ain't no athlete. Your head's shaped too different. Looking like a werewolf. He thinks he's an athlete. That motherfucker's, man.
Nobody believes you had
far from an athlete.
Nobody believes you had one case.
Huh?
You can't follow what's going on in here. What the fuck?
You don't even know who he is.
He's a barber. He's rapper. He was at Irving Plaza. He drove down from where he lives in Connecticut. He arrived in Irving Plaza around 10. There is closing statements didn't happen yet. That's gonna be probably on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know how long it takes them to write their closing statement, yo?
No. Do you?
I did a lot of things. I've been on social media since 2004.
Oh, we don't want to go back to that, Jack. No, you don't want him to do that, bro. See, you must be stupid.
In any
you ain't
case,
done shit but one case. And this one, you did the same thing, but just went and repeated it. I want to hear where he's done anything of any skill.
Oscars takes.
I got to hear where he's done anything of any fucking skill here.
Around 10.
I got to hear where he's going to tell everybody, I told you so. Isn't this his big plan to take back the internet?
Sure, but it's around that area.
You goofy motherfucker. You ain't do nothing of any skill value.
Straight to the green room. Oscar came with his homeboy.
Then I hear you're over there bitching in someone else's chat. Get the fuck out of here.
That's how he got up in there. His homeboy knows Mano. I don't know what the he shot his shot is supposed to mean. His homeboy knows Mano. He went straight to the green room. He said the VIP was packed. He said he was in the green room for about an hour. He said he did not know Troy Ave personally, but he knew of him. He did not know Tax personally, but he knew of him. He says Tax was in the green room. He spoke with him. Tax was showing off some sneakers. He said Reeboks, but Tax wasn't showing off Reeboks. I think he had to deal with Puma. He was showing off Puma, but he was showing off sneakers. M.A. talked about it also, Malcolm. He said he was in the corner. He didn't see anything that went down. He said Tax said he'd be back.
That young M.A. situation doesn't look good, man. And prayers to her, bro, because
all this shit started.
I'm with everybody else on the internet. That young lady seems sick, man. She really did, man.
There's like a refrigerator over here. And so Tax, he's talking to Tax. So Tax,
we gonna keep salute.
When Tax go walk across the room, somebody asks him to hand them a like ice cream or Jello or some shit that was on top of the refrigerator. So he went to go get the Jello, and when he went to go get the Jello, it was a short refrigerator. When he went to go get the Jello, that's when the whole shit happened, when his back was turned, so he didn't see anything.
The Jello. The Jello.
He says, Tax said,
there's a lot of people with mixed emotions about this, man. It's pretty wild.
He said, Tax said he'd be back and walked across, go get the Deuce. When he turned his back, the melee went down. He got pushed out the door.
You mean the melee, Jack?
So as soon as everything started happening,
man, we've seen AGTV do this, right?
So as soon as
everything watch this man do it in what, 20 minutes? And here Jack is. He has strung this shit out, dude. Come on,
please
Pimp.
don't mention
You are stringing this out bad.
I'm not going to ask you again to not mention that person in my chat. If you mention that person in my chat again, I'm just going to kick you.
Who was it?
Don't mention that person.
Who was it?
In any regard.
What'd they say? Who'd they say, man?
You can play with me if you want, though. I promise you I'm just going to kick you and keep it pushing. In any regard.
Who said something? Who said something, y'all?
When he turned his back, the melee went on behind him. He said he got pushed out the door and he fell and he ran. Said he didn't see no gun. He said as soon as it started,
we're good.
There was a dude next to the door. He opened the door out and he was immediately pushed out the door. So he didn't get a chance to see anything. He don't know about nothing. That nigga just split. That's what he said. Everybody knows that the lawyer is supposed to ask for a dismissal except for that one person.
Oh my God.
Everybody.
Oh my God. I'm trying to see who it was.
That one person. So every time you see that person deep thought comment, understand they don't know what they talking about. They just, they just think they do. In any regard.
Oh, LF2 over here.
He was gonna go back.
Get the fuck out of here.
He ran outside.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he was gonna go back up the stairs. So what happened was,
I see LF2 over there, and
he heard
Jack's
another
chat,
shot because he was gonna go back up to get his homie. But he heard another shot go off, and he said, "You know what? I'm going home."
Yeah, because we're actually really tearing his bitch ass up, and he's a crybaby. That's the truth.
I'm going home.
This dude has lied about his whole life on here, bro.
He said
that's the truth if you don't know, man.
A few years,
the whole page is designed to just expose the fuck out of him.
He said,
although we are starting to go in other directions because we've already exposed everything we can. He just keeps accepting it and moving the goalpost.
He said Brittany hit him back about the music. He said Brittany never asked him to tell any story. He also never got
watch his chat.
Any sexual favors. He meant to,
I just watched it. He said, okay, I see that's a big hater. It's sad. Keep going, Frost. Shit, hater my ass, bud. Y'all giving to this man for 4 years and he don't have nothing still. He's smoking your shit up, y'all. He's smoking it up, baby.
Never got any sexual favors.
I love it. I'm on his fucking top. I ain't
said Mr.
fucking
Johnson
stopping. I don't
did
give a
contact
fuck.
him.
I'll beat this. Look, and now you're getting people over in my channel. I can dig that. I can dig it. They'll see the truth as well. Thank you very much.
The Mr. Johnson guy.
Fuck, we hating on him.
Went to Connecticut.
Tell me where he's doing something of any value.
To New York to make sure he ain't missed this court date. When he was
ain't working,
bringing him here to New York, he was talking to him and asking him questions and taking notes. That's what he's
working.
Said
He's just repeating, man.
The jury left.
People are out here doing it way better.
A thing happened, and then the jury came back.
He just got nothing.
That's
because
all I wrote.
His content without this is
I think it was off the record,
sorry,
so I didn't
dude.
write anything.
It's sorry. Because we on his head. He does people wrong over and over and over again.
They said in 2014
over and over
he
again.
began
And
making
we ain't
music.
gonna stop anytime fucking soon as long
He
as he
has
keeps doing the
2,300,
bullshit he does.
On his people or followers on his IG. Said he never met
Fuck
Tax
you talking
prior
about?
to May 25th, 2016.
I ain't quitting on
He
this
says
fucking dude. I
he
done
would
sunk my
want
teeth
Tax to
in him.
promote
I
him.
think I'm letting go
But
now.
he said, yo, look,
Now it's time to shake.
I want.
It's time to shake. I bet you if you say my name again, you're blocked. That's what you're going to do over there. You're going to watch your mouth if you stay over there.
He said, yo,
Bet
look.
you. That's what's going to happen.
Just so we can be clear.
That's funny.
He said, yo, look. I want everybody to promote.
That's fucking funny.
He said he contacted all the promoters, not just Tax. Like, what the hell? He's trying to get on. He's not just contacting one
Somebody
person.
said we all know
contacted
better. Stop
everybody.
playing, stop wishing.
He said he
shit.
would want to be on Tax's podcast. He said, hell, I want to be on anybody's podcast.
He said at Front
because
Street
the
went to talk
prosecutor was
about
like,
it. Frost
you want to
stop
be on
blocking him.
Taxstone's podcast, right? Nigga, like, I want to be
Damn,
on
these
anybody's
motherfuckers got
podcast.
names for days on them, boy.
I'm trying to get busy over here.
Yeah. Stop blocking, motherfucker. Pussy boy. Yeah. He ain't going to, man. He ain't going to, bro. That's a big hater. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what.
Every podcaster,
you can call me a hater now.
Every podcaster.
You can call me call me a hater now, but in 2 weeks, don't come over here and say you were right. Please don't. Because that's what, before I had my channel delving on him, that's what I thought too. Damn. A motherfucker named YouTube told me he was going to block me too. And he did. He did. Just watch, man. I see
Taxstone.
I'm watching it.
People kind of laughed. Not for nothing. People was kind of laughing. That was funny. Like, you really thought he was only contacting one person? Like, that was crazy. You thought he only was contacting only Taxstone? That was the only person?
What are you doing right now, Goofy? Why are you over there worried? Why are you over there tripping, homie?
So he was contacting
He's
everybody.
going over there to see what we're saying. Look.
He's trying to get on. He's trying to be a rapper.
He grabbed his phone and put it on us.
She said,
motherfucker. Dude.
Did he send a DM?
He hasn't gotten through one
to get on his podcast.
Thing. Not one
thing.
He
was like, I don't remember.
Go to AgTV's channel. You see it in 20
and then he
minutes,
said Tax never responded to anything.
Y'all just falling into this man's trap, man.
He says he asked every podcaster, not just Tax. He said he hit his DM when Tax, you know how all of them people put up those posts? Like, yo, do you want to be on our page? Do you want to do promotion? He said he saw Tax do it, so he hit him up like, yeah. And when he hit him up and sent him the music, that's when this whole conversation started. He was like, yo, he hit Tax up like, yo, I want you to play my music, bang, bang. He was like, yo, but look, I was at the Urban Plaza thing. And the name Tax was like, the light bulb went up on top of his head. That's when Tax sent Brittany's email, and he had conversations with her about Urban Plaza. But he didn't initially know who he was.
Yeah. Now we're reaching, y'all.
I think we're reaching. She was like, I don't know, like music industry people.
Yeah, he should have just left this fucking shit alone, man. Yeah, this is goofy for him. He ain't doing anything. He ain't doing shit. This ain't covering a fucking trial like he talked about how he was going to cover a trial. It was supposed to be so fucking epic, right, y'all?
Like she had.
Isn't this supposed to be so fucking epic that it's going to bring him back? Well, I need to know what the fuck you done.
Something along that line. Said he came with a guy that knows Mano when he went to
watch this trial to write notes in your fucking notebook and bring them back and repeat them to us. Right? Repeat them to us.
He says Tax
Then comes another YouTuber doing it even better than you. And now you know that you're not doing the best. So you think this is good?
He had a cup in the other.
Bro, anybody with a fucking arm could do
this. He
this.
said he did hear the gunshots, though. He said he wanted.
Well, you'd have to need more an arm, but you get my drift.
He waited.
Fucking chipmunk
when
could
he
do this
ran
shit,
out,
Jack.
Because the person that he came
this
with
was supposed
upstairs.
to be show us how it was
done.
done.
I don't know if the
you
other
know what
was the rod or
you didn't show me how nothing's done.
Rod, he gotta wait for homie. He said he was gonna go back up.
You showed me that you just drug your people along again
and just left
again, waiting on this big old thing.
He did not see
and you
Tax,
put off God.
When shots
you put off
fired,
all the promotions.
So he don't know if he was still
you put off
holding the bottles
everything
or
that the
BBN
is in your mind.
I don't know if he was still holding anything. I didn't see him when the shots got fired. But he did say February 1st, 2022, that Detective Santiago had called him.
Man.
Yo, AD.
But
this is what he's doing is gossiping about the case, basically.
And Oscar says he doesn't remember. She asked him, "Do you remember getting a call from
what's up, Pimp?
You saw the store I was in?
2022. Apparently, he didn't answer.
You saw the store I was in?
Yeah.
I just got a half ounce for $60.
Did you? Dope.
Then she was like, all right, she got him up out of there. So then the defense called Miss Ibrahim.
Yeah, I live in Indianapolis. We ain't getting nothing.
I do not have her first name.
We don't have no stores
Four
here.
different flavors.
Miss Ibrahim.
Nice.
I don't know why I wrote this down, but she has 3 kids, and she's a hairstylist. She had all of the ladies.
I'm gonna send you some.
What the fuck, bro? Why are you can do that.
Okay, so how do you not call if you got 3 witnesses? You can't just send one of them away. You gotta call them because what you're trying to do is still
spit it out.
Off of,
fucking spit it out. I see you over there. You're back to your old self.
Help. I'm gonna tell you what her connection is.
So, man, so that's how they tricking y'all? By saying that I'm saying my solution is money, while they're making sure that I don't have money, so my problem is literally money. So they're making sure that my problem is a lack of money, while they're convincing people don't donate money because he's only...
So Urban Plaza, that's how they tricking y'all. 2016.
Amazing. Now this guy
5:30
dresses up like a reporter. He goes to the
She said she knew T.I. and she was actually there to meet us different artists.
3 kids and lady lumps, man. How the fuck do you even say this about this in a trial?
But she didn't know who he was.
Come on, bro. I need to get these. I need to get the lights out. Fuck it, Frost. Under the fucking lights, Pimp.
Some Duce and got it. She actually recorded the video of Taxstone pouring her the Duce.
Yo, I'm dying to get one of these. I can't even see it. It's one of those vans that you can sleep in.
Okay, yeah.
The Ford, I always know one of those.
You can get. I'm gonna get one and build it myself.
I swear.
I swear to God, I do, bro. And then just travel.
And just travel for the rest of my life.
Yeah, bro.
The authorities
That's like some shit you do when you retire.
If it was only a few, the authorities
Take off, bro.
spoke with
Never
her,
have a home.
but it was only a few
all
weeks
time.
before the trial. Like
you can see everything.
Remember,
bro.
Taxstone been locked up to 2016. They just spoke to her like a couple of months ago. She said she entered the VIP from the second VIP.
Shout out to the motherfucking chat up in this bitch, man. Salute y'all, man. If y'all find anything in this fucking video that y'all like to donate and support the channel with, you know we ain't no Jack Frost donating channel either, motherfucker.
Oh, God. I'm looking for this fucking pizzeria. I can't find it.
And they're just now speaking to her. They should have spoke to her before they even locked up Taxstone, right?
Who the fuck are you to call what they need to do?
I know.
Maybe not.
I knew this. I knew that was coming, Pimp.
Anyway, she says 3
I
or
knew
4
that was
men
coming.
Just
who the fuck are you to be calling shots in this case?
Whooping Taxstone ass. She named Troy Ave as one of them.
You put up my man Liberty.
She was standing behind the door. She was standing behind the door, and they barged in,
man. Heavy.
and just start whooping Taxstone. She said Taxstone was on the floor,
Make
balled up
the
in the fetal
haters
position.
mad.
This is what she said.
Tell me can kiss
Taxstone
my
was on the
white
floor,
ass.
rolled up like this in the fetal position, and they was just whooping on her.
Damn.
They was just whooping on him.
She got when they barged in the door, her foot got stuck under the door.
Ouch. Under the door? That's a
This
flat
is what she
foot.
said. When they
That's
barged
from
in
the
the
sweater,
door,
ain't it?
her
Yeah,
foot
buddy.
got stuck under the door.
That's that one, y'all.
She
Looked
said
like he woke up and blew his nose on that shirt and then put it on.
It just jumped him.
That's for
I
real,
want to just
Shaw.
mention something, if y'all don't mind.
Cross knows the fetal position, huh?
Okay, let's go live. Let's go live.
He's going to
Right.
mention something.
I couldn't be a lawyer because we be in court all day because I be reading back other people's testimony like a mug. Do you remember what Troy Ave said?
I miss your little ass.
Does anybody remember what Troy Ave said, or am I the only one that remembers what Troy Ave said?
Oh, he said it in the chat. That's a fake Troy Ave dipshit, and you're still going to ride
Troy
that.
Ave said that they saw him. Allegedly, there was the what popping happened. We're going to say that that did happen. And once that happened, they literally jumped dead on him. Banger was going to rock him, but before Banger could hit him, Troy Ave hit him. I'm just saying.
This should be a hard case to try, man.
I'm just saying.
It would. I'll be honest.
That's what Troy Ave said.
It would not be easy. For one, there's not.
Wait, this is today?
This dude shooting at all.
That was in court. Am I
This
wrong?
is today?
Isn't that what Troy Ave said? Troy Ave winked at Banger.
Yeah, that's what you. That's what Troy Ave said
Right?
personally. Yes.
And then Banger turned to get ready to get busy.
Yep.
And Troy Ave hit him first.
Exactly
What
what
the hell
happened.
does that sound like?
Yep.
In any regard.
Sir.
She said, I'm just saying, I'm just reading back testimony.
Oh God.
Just so we can be clear. I'm just reading back the testimony. Yes, he said he saw a gun, but we speaking about it from her perspective. And from her perspective, when she says that they rushed him, that's literally what Troy Ave also said. I can be wrong. I wasn't there.
Frost likes the fetal position. Makes him feel like he's back at home with his mommy.
Full force,
with his mommy.
Jumped on him, fighting him.
He likes to be with his mommy.
He dropped his bottle and was curled up in the fetal position.
He's a fucking bitch boy. Bellevue boy. That's what the BBN network is. The Bellevue Boy Network. Take his bitch ass to Bellevue. Get him back to the hospital, somebody, please. Somebody's going to die or someone's going to hurt themselves or he's going to get hurt himself. Watch and mark my words, man. He's going to get hurt or he's going to hurt someone else. You think Jack's not far from hurting somebody?
He dropped the bottle and was curled up in the fetal position. She was screaming, get off of Tax.
I think so, bro. I think so, Kevin. I think so. They're just falling
was
for it,
caught
bro.
under the door.
I mean, it is
whatever.
How they
pushed the
be over
door
here.
open.
I should have listened. I knew it. You guys are right.
Someone pulled the door, which allowed for her to get her foot free.
We always welcome.
And then she ran out the building and went
welcome.
home.
Unless you get too stupid over there.
She didn't speak to any detectives until a couple of months ago.
I always say it, man. If Jack's
spoke
busy,
to the PI that worked for Taxstone 3 years ago.
You don't see his bad side as
Esquire
much,
5 years ago. She said 50 or more people.
I mean, you don't see his bad side so much.
In the room during the time of
not
the
busy,
gunfire.
that's when we see it. It's like
Taxstone was the only guy that was like on the ground.
Bipolar. Like he's what's that? Attention deficit, I think. So he's got we already know he uses words like "don't get me angry" or "does that make you angry? Does that make you mad, Jack?" Yeah, it makes me angry when they do that to me. You poor fucking baby. You poor fucking baby.
How long were they there before?
I mean, I'm waiting for the stunning fucking haha. I told you I was better than you, everybody, and then you, man, you have been showed up on how this reporting goes.
As soon as these guys saw Taxstone.
Hey, you have been showed up as far as the reporting goes.
The prosecution cross-examines.
Yeah, if they're willing to pay to get fucking.
She was sitting on the.
It's amazing, man.
Behind the
amazing
door.
On what?
Then she says when the door opened, she had to use her hand to stop it from hitting her. So she was sitting. She was so close to the door that whenever anybody came in the door, she had to hold her hand. It's almost like a constant
clout chase, maybe.
So basically, I guess she's saying when they rushed in the door, they overpowered her and her foot got jammed under the door.
Man, a foot going under a door. I'd like to see how high this door is, man, because I'm telling you, man, a foot.
The entire room was shoulder to shoulder. Within 5 seconds of Troy Ave walking in the room, the chaos started. She said, God dang it, I need to kill that. It's just one fucking fly. A rat bastard. She said within 5 seconds of Troy walking in the room, the chaos started. She said the gunshots came 5 seconds after the first one started. She said 5 to 16 seconds after the fight started, that's when the gunshots came.
This would be a hard case to try, man. No doubt. Yeah. Because this is odd, bro.
Yeah, I told you what the prosecution said when they cross-examined the first witness.
Oh, you're going to go back? Oh, you're going to go back? You went back?
All of the damning things?
What about the people that were just talking, you were just talking shit to because they asked you to go back? You see how fucking hypocritical you can be just within like 10 minutes pan? It's like, fuck.
Says she was also
just
screaming
calling
too
somebody
much
fucking
chaos
stupid.
To tell how quickly.
Remember, this dude called fucking Tax a faggot, dude. He called him a fucking fag. He called him a homosexual, and he said he sucked
She
dick.
was also screaming too much.
Don't ride nowhere.
She was also screaming, and it was too much
around. He's like pig
chaos going
got
on.
That constant
so she
stank
really
going
can't
on
tell
around.
how quickly. All she knows is that she was in
got
the room
valid
for the
merch
first
out
3
right
shots.
now. We just dropped the first set of merch.
Says she wasn't there
and it's
for
fire.
the fourth and the fifth shot. The fourth or the fifth shot. I think the fifth shot was outside, right? No, fifth shot was in there. Fifth and the fifth shot was in there. She wasn't in the room for the fourth or the fifth shot. Troy Ave shot the sixth shot outside. Said they never seen the TMZ video, but heard it. She never saw that TMZ video.
In the winter,
she heard
I know,
the video.
dude. It's fucking. It was cold and rainy here today.
You can hear her voice saying,
"Like our weather here is
stop."
fucked."
Now I want to play the TMZ video for y'all.
Oh, we've seen this TMZ video, bro. It's a TMZ video. You do know that, right, Frost? It's a TMZ video, bro. Nothing great. We've seen it, Frost. Frost. We've seen this.
I don't want to see nobody examining the footage. I just want to see the footage.
You're not going to find that nowhere, Jack. Good Lord, man. This is how you run a podcast?
All right, if anybody got the TMZ footage from inside the building, DM it to me.
Wow, how prepared you were. Very prepared.
I'm going to take TMZ out of here.
How prepared you were, sir. Not very prepared. I'm going to grab a drink, y'all.
Only one that's coming up is Troy Ave. You know, I dead ass forgot that I even been to Urban Plaza before. I went there to go see Snoop. Shout out to Snoop. Dead ass forgot that I had been to Urban Plaza before. All right, I can't find it. Wait, oh, I spelled it wrong. Hold on. I didn't spell it wrong as much as I hit a button and this shit put every other fucking button there except for the button I hit. I don't got it. I don't got it.
What did he do?
I can't find it.
He's a bedding ground for maggots. You're fucking clowning, bro.
They're showing me all the other
gross,
videos
bro.
except for the one I want. I don't know what to tell you. In any regard, they played the video in court. Obviously.
Duh. You fucking think so, Jack? Fuck, I gotta work in the morning. What's popping, Cuddy? Man, oh man, Jack, you didn't do anything in this case whatsoever worth.
So they
any
played
skill.
the video in court.
You didn't do anything, bro. That's horrible.
Search Troy Ave Green Room. All right.
You didn't do shit. That's fucking
Troy
horrible.
Ave Green Room. Copy.
God. You didn't even watch it.
Hold on, let me look at Troy Ave Green Room. Now somebody else gotta find it and send it to me. I'm not gonna find the shit.
See how much he works? There's your leader. There's your leader, bro.
Somebody find it and
chilling,
send it to
he
me.
says.
I'll
Chilling,
play.
chilling.
But
same here, sir. Thanks for dropping all that fire on us, man. In the chat, bro. In the Instagram chats.
So
it is plagiarism, ain't it?
She says, "I'm just telling you what the
fucking
witness
Batum, dog. That is plagiarism.
You can
Matter
put
of
whatever
fact,
you want
it
in the
is.
chat regarding what you believe. I'm just telling you what the witness said. Do you want me to tell you what the witness said, or do you just wanted me to just hear what you got to say about it?
Oh, here we
Tell
go.
you what the witness said.
Here we go.
These aren't my words.
No, I know they're verbatim. Someone else's.
She said,
reporter.
She wasn't there for the fourth, and she was in the room when the first 3 shots happened.
Yeah, they're verbatim by word.
She said she never seen the
repeater.
TMZ video,
reporter.
but somebody was playing
that
it
is
when she
fucking
was around,
crazy.
and she heard her on the video. So you can hear her voice.
Yeah, you're just repeating this.
They played it in court, and it sounded like her voice. I mean, it could sound like anybody. What the fuck do I know? But she's claiming it apparently.
Mm-hmm. Of course she is, Jack.
Troy Ave looked like he was shooting into the crowd. That's what she said. They asked him. The prosecution said,
verbatim, dude. Fucking-batim.
The prosecution
That's exactly what he's doing. Going over and just repeating the shit he hears. You didn't do anything of any skill, sir. All that shit you talk, and you did nothing but plagiarism.
Who was Troy Ave shooting at? She said, just so we could be clear.
Well, I'm going to need
it looked like he was shooting
into
the crowd.
Sir. I need you to write an article.
So basically, she was saying it didn't even look like he was shooting at Taxstone or anybody.
Yeah, he don't like that other fucking dude that was on AGTV.
She said it looked like he was just shooting into the crowd.
6ix9ine.
She never been in contact with Brittany.
Dude, he's doing this for 2 hours, y'all. And he's not even gotten through what AGTV did in 20 minutes. Wow.
And she said the only
What
person
the
on the
fuck,
ground
dude?
when it initially happened
20
was Tax.
fucking
So he was the
minutes
first
of
dude to
this.
hit the ground. She said during the first 3 shots,
And
the
he
lights
has
was
it
going on
wrapped
and off.
up. No more
But
questions
I mean,
asked. This
then
motherfucker
she
here
said
takes 3 hours to do what he does in 20 minutes. Amazing.
she gave the video
Fucking
of
amazing.
her and Taxstone drinking
dude.
to the Detective Santiago.
I don't know what the fuck you got
Then they
going on
played the
over there,
video
Jack.
of her
It's
pouring
fishy,
Tax
bro.
a drink.
That shit's fishy.
Then the defense redirects because that was the prosecution. The prosecution.
Unfucking
You heard
unheard
what
of, y'all.
said. Then the defense
Unheard of.
redirects and plays the TMZ video because she didn't play it apparently. She just mentioned it. The prosecution. So the defense plays the TMZ video. It says his voice on the tape saying "Stop, please." You can hear her. You can hear a woman yelling out "Stop, please." She's saying that was her.
That's horrible. Yeah, buddy, they're calling you right midstream. You asked them to send you the video, dipshit. This motherfucker said, I'm gonna buy a microphone. He's not even running a computer to put a fucking microphone
about
on.
her foot being under
What
the
microphone
door,
you gonna put on that
and there
goddamn
is
thing?
somebody yelling about her
We do
foot
have
being
some
under the door,
wireless
I believe,
mics coming
and screaming.
for the phone.
I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's two
I got
separate
double
women.
mics.
I don't know.
So we
I'm
can
saying
start doing
she's
other things
claiming
too.
it.
Y'all gonna see.
Before I get to the last person, is
You
there
know, Jack, it's
anything y'all
called
want to say
putting
about
back
this
into your
particular,
channel,
what
sir.
she had to say? Anything y'all want to say?
Yes.
Oh, you heard the my leg, my leg. No, that was the girl that got shot. That said my leg, my leg.
Ouch. Yes, buddy. Going back into that
The girl that got shot. Somebody said Mano girl. She was the one yelling my leg, my leg.
Mano girl got shot? That's right. What's today? Thursday? Yeah. Jack, you can't fuck with us over here. Your shit's weak. That shit you're putting out's trash, bro. You're trying. I mean, it's in your city, so it's kind of easy to do.
So, Darkwing, you in here, man. Help me kick them bums that keep coming in here that I got to keep kicking every 2 seconds.
Darkwing, daddy. Hey, baby. Help me kick these guys, Darkwing. You seen I didn't promote that place, but you still went with me anyway. And Black Planet too. Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, okay, copy. You just got in here. Appreciate you. Sounds like a lot of evidence was withheld, especially. Once again, you have to have a foundation to bring shit in. You can't just bring stuff into evidence because you want to win. You got to bring things in, and it has to be above board. You understand what I'm saying? So
Darkwing.
They can't just bring
hey boy
evidence that they just choose that they want to
hey
bring
boy
evidence. You understand?
Darkwing, help me kick these people so I can blame people on you.
A big back and forth about that in a minute.
That's what he's gonna do, yo. He's going to blame that you kicked people, Darkwing. And you guys won't be friends no more. You won't be able to go to those fake
seems like the shooting video been wiped clean on YouTube. Maybe.
Huh? Hey, boy. Hey, boy. How you been, boy? Come on, boy.
Quite frankly, maybe.
Darkwing. Fucking Jack's going through a traumatic fucking time here, guys. Jack's going.
I'm not searching for nothing. If somebody get the video and send it to me. I'm not gonna keep searching and keep searching and keep searching.
Yeah, I know.
Force.
Frosty. Oh, Frosty.
You're dumb. You're dumb. Same thing. Still dumb.
Yeah, same thing. Yep, Jack, still dumb. Still doing it. Still dumb. Still doing it. Still dumb. Straight up. Jack aging like spoiled milk. Ooh.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I don't know.
On his fucking page.
You guys determine who you think. I'm asking you guys. I'm telling you what's
on
happening.
his page.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You can come to your own decision. Why
Jack
do you need
Frost?
me to give you? You can come to your own decision.
Oh, wow.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Really? You think somebody would do that? This guy would. What is he doing right now? Somebody send it to him. What is he doing? You guys are flipping out over there, man. What's Jack doing, though?
Somebody just sent me a YouTube video.
If you're not looking for the video, what are you doing right now? Homie. I'm on.
So they sent me a video, but the video don't have the shooting on it, do it?
Oh, my God.
Okay, there you go. Hold on.
What's wrong with your people, Jack? I don't get it.
But
dude.
if it got commentary over the shooting, I'm not going to play it. Because I only want the shooting. So
well, ain't you just a fucking picky little bitch? Aren't you just the pickiest little bitch on the block? The fuck? You're not that good to be picky. Goofy. Fuck you think?
Nah, I can't. I can't play. I want the video so we can hear the girl yell.
Salute, ill love. How are you doing, my man? Yes, I got you, friend. We rock out some motherfucking dropouts. How the fuck are y'all doing? Tighten up TV. Salute.
So it's not nice. I ain't with the small talk. I let the tequila.
Woo! Yeah, Frosty. Get your shit
I'm
off.
not taking it no way. I'm just saying I'm not here to tell you. I'm telling you all of this stuff so you can come to your own conclusion.
Here's my conclusion.
Taxstone is not coming home. I'm going to explain to you why Taxstone isn't coming home. And this is going to be super easy. They don't let stalkers out of jail, my nigga, after they kill somebody. Go look it up. They don't let arsons out of jail. They don't let stalkers out of jail. So what I'm trying to tell you, this nigga fell in love with Troy Ave. Taxstone, I think that nigga wanted to fuck Troy Ave. Taxstone is not.
I don't know, y'all. I mean, I'm not the fucking most smartest man on the planet, but homie,
you understand? I'm
you
telling
what
you
you
so
said,
you can come to your
Pimp.
own conclusion.
You said
I'm not
what
telling you
said.
so you can ask me. What the hell?
Absolutely said what you said, man.
The defense got one leg up with the recording. That's why they rest their case. Nowhere else to go. The defendant seemingly implicates himself.
Yeah. Yep, you did that, Jack. Boring. Look what he's doing now, dude. What the fuck is he doing? You ain't doing nothing. What the fuck are you doing, Jack? Get your head back in the game, sir. Get your head in the game, kid. Let's go. Come on, Jack. You're fucking off. Yep. This is him losing the space where he is in the world. Cuckoo. 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 Didn't work. Didn't work. What are you gonna prove with this? You're goofy.
There's two chicks. One is screaming my leg, and the other one is screaming, get out. The girl in court is the one that said that she was screaming, get out. And the reason why she was yelling, get out, is what she said, is because of the door was on her foot. So she needed people to get out of the damn room so she could open the door and get that shit off of her foot. So that's why she said she was screaming, get out. Also, before you hear the chick say my leg, there is the other chick that you hear saying, now I don't know if this chick is capping.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what her freaking, what she said on the stand. Get out.
Woo. That'd be fucking bad, man.
Crazy. See, the one girl was yelling my leg and another chick is yelling get out. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. How do y'all feel about that?
What the fuck's it got to do with anything? God. He's the biggest goofy there is, bro. He has to be. He has to be the biggest fucking goofy there is.
Yes, there was a chick
Acting
that also
busy,
said
I know.
y'all wildin'. I think that's a whole different chick though.
I know. That's what the fuck he does.
I don't know.
He does this every night when he has something to do. He'll just drag it out. I just watched the man cover the same exact thing in 20 minutes, man. He's not gonna pull that bullshit.
I don't know. How do y'all
It's just
feel?
weak.
Or the PayPal. Oh, shout out to this came way earlier. Shout out to
see what I mean, Kevin?
John with the $10
man,
drop.
get
He
some
said
love.
Content 100. Appreciate you, John.
Content 100.
Sorry, I didn't call it out earlier.
Wow. 10 days of court and his content is 100
100
now. Can you fucking believe this?
So how do y'all feel about it?
I feel like you're a loser. None of that will go to his child. None of that will go into his channel. Fuck, who knows where it goes at this point? Who fucking cares? I don't. But it's sad. What happened to his microphone fund? He really didn't want to buy a microphone, did he?
So Ronnie Lott,
see what
who's
I mean?
snitch lovers, by the way?
See what I mean?
And
do you see what I mean?
Just so we could be clear.
Ain't talking about that fucking thing now, is he?
Bruce Banner said that chick is lying.
Yeah, that fucking
I'm just
microphone.
telling
he
you what
don't
the
want to buy
testimony
one.
is,
See,
man. I'm not
if he
telling
wanted
you
to buy one.
How
He
truthful
would put
it
it into
is.
motion and say, "We need to get a microphone."
I have
You
no
could probably
idea
get
if
it
she's
done.
telling the truth or lying.
You don't
I'm
want
just
to.
telling you what the testimony is.
You don't want to fucking buy no mic. He wants to take your motherfucking money and do what a guy who knows what to do with it. He ain't putting none of it back into the channel. None of it. He cannot produce any of it.
That's it. Oh, you're talking about Troy Ave then.
Yeah.
So you're talking about Troy Ave.
10:30, Frost. I'm gonna get off soon. You better get busy fucking entertaining us, because you ain't doing no good damn thing on here. Not any skill
you talking about
has been
Troy
shown
Ave.
whatsoever, y'all. If this is skill, motherfucking shit. God damn asshole. That's horrible. I hate to say it. It's horrible. If this is supposed to be his new age of coming, right? This is going to revive the fucking BBN. This is going to get Jack moving in the right direction. I don't see any of that even happening. He got more money with this trial so far than he has in the last month.
Yes, the judge is going to allow for the lesser charges to be submitted. Let me get past all of this so I can get to that.
Oh, you got past that? What you doing over there, Paul? Goofy.
Let me get
what the hell happened
there? All of this so I can get to that.
Yeah. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go. It's been 2 hours and it's been fun, y'all. I actually enjoyed myself on this one. It was a blast kicking it with y'all. Salute to all the mobs that bumped in here. Jack,
right. So last
take
witness.
away any of this.
Pop me, my nigga. This what we doing? This why I gotta see you all day?
Hey, you don't need that. Let's go.
That's what we doing? That's what we doing. This nigga been following me all day, y'all. Let's see if we see him again. All day. We was, how far was we? Where was we at? I'm not deleting. We live, nigga. I got 50,000 online, nigga. We live, nigga. Are we gonna do what we gonna do? Hold on, let's put the. Y'all been waiting to see me fight. I'm telling you, I practice all the time. Hold on. Y'all been waiting. 1,000 people.
It's hot, yo. It's hot.
What's good?
Oh, you don't.
I'm really with that smoke, my nigga. My shit is hot. Let's go.
He lying, bro. He don't want to fight.
Or trouble where he goes.
He's trying to pull something out.
I know.
Or fucking trouble.
You don't want to do that.
Wait, just wait it out.
Let's wait for what he's following me, my nigga.
He ain't following, bro.
Oh, so now you gonna jump me?
I ain't jumping you. I ain't jumping you. Y'all wanna watch your mans get fucked up? Look, your mans
Force.
Look at your mans get fucked up.
Good guy, you ain't right. You ain't nothing.
All I said was delete me, right? Huh? Did I just say delete me off your shit? Huh? Let me get up. Let me get up.
Breath already. Die.
Look at him. Look at That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Huh?
That's enough. That's
I'll
enough.
fucking kill you, nigga.
That's enough.
Huh?
That's enough.
Huh?
Let go of him. Let go of him.
I asked you nicely, nigga.
That's enough. That's
Boy,
enough.
you look like him.
Let go of him. Let go of him. Yo, let go. Let go. Move. Don't hit him. Don't hit him no more.
Rest him.
Don't hit him no more.
This is your sister too.
Look, I told y'all.
Finding out.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway, but if I worship the devil, I could die sooner probably. I'm really concerned. Help, you know.
I spit it like a pot. It's real, my block pump, peel, cocaine, and bud. Your fans in town, they and my souls got me nuts.
man, so that's how they tricking y'all? By saying that I'm saying my solution is money while they're making sure that I don't have money, so my problem is literally money. So they're making sure that my problem is a lack of money while they're convincing people don't donate money because he's only...
Salute Cuddy, salute motherfucker Kevin Jones, salute to Freddie, salute to Papa, salute to all you motherfucking crazy motherfuckers. Sorry about it, Jack.
At the block with a sack and a Glock in the back full of rock with my skill on the seat. Clutching and looking my brother behind me, he up and he busting whoever he see. Niggas be rapping, but ain't never done it. They know how I'm coming, they know I'm a creep. Shoot till the stop when I'm
laying on my feet, Mr. Louis Gossett Jr. You gotta do this, you gotta do it, 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 we can do this. We can do this. This is it? We done? We done? I'm not quitting my job because niggas fucking destroyed my platform. I'm not bad at my job. I'm not bad at my job. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not quitting my dreams because other people can...
I'm not gonna lie. I'm seriously thinking about just worshiping the devil. I know that's the wrong thing to do, but if I assume I'm going to hell anyway, but if I worship the devil, I could die soon and probably. I'm really considering doing it. I'm not even lying. Help, you know,
I'm a motherfucking money go getter with a real nigga feeling. I do this shit with ease, bitch. I'm fast life living. I can go in any hood. They love a little nigga, couple of them hate but stay in their place cause they don't want it with me. See me looking good, beating hard, bumping in my city, riding with that sack in that straight.
I'm not gonna go get a job because you destroyed my platform. My platform is just fine. If y'all wasn't here harassing me, I wouldn't have a fucking problem. If y'all wasn't here trying to make everybody hate me, I wouldn't have a problem. You're trying to force me to...
Great fucking point, man.